school of timeouts. Now, who do we have here right now? Oh, we have Xzax and Nairo, so this should be very interesting. Xzax has been really fired up. He's done really well his past couple tournaments. He got 5th at P-Topia, if I remember correctly. He did really well over at 420 over in at the Big Hit over in California. I mean, the dude's been playing very well, so let's see how Nairo's going to go approach dealing with Xzax right now.
I feel like Xzax is getting consistently better because he practices more often. Like, even when he went to California a few weeks ago, he was doing very, very well against Arizona's top, and he was going almost even with some California top.
Yeah, I heard he had a very close set with Terror Bear, actually, and unfortunately, due to a B-reverse laser that shouldn't have happened, he ended up really thinking that he had lost the match from that point on. Well, now back to the match, we see that Nairo has a small lead, not much of one here.
I like how he just flicked out of the NATO and immediately followed up with a bear. That was smart.
And it's really starting to grow from the crew that he's beginning to practice with. As we've given Vex lots of credit, Salem lots of credit, I'm sure being surrounded by players and such great minds in the game, it's really got to help in leveling yourself up and doing a better job at placing better and better in tournaments.
I feel that's where the difficulty lies, coming back to the stage. Because Falco, just from years of Larry, SK, and every other Falco, the side B is just getting too predictable. That's where people get the damage.
Yeah, and it's definitely a very punishable option. It's going to be something that can always be answered. I like the choice there by Xzax, especially SDIing out of the fair, but unfortunately...
Nairo gets the up tilt.
Yep, and that is a harsh move to deal with when it's fresh, and you're at about 150+%.
He's still not out of it, though.
No, definitely not.
He just has to do one of the most difficult things to do with Falco, land the kill move.
And Nairo really taking advantage of a stock lead right now. He's really just tacking it on and making sure that when he does lose that stock, if he does lose that stock, it's going to be very difficult for Xzax to make that comeback. Now, I have to say, no hate or anything, but this is a very calculated approach from Nairo. He's doing a very good job right now of really sticking to his game plan. Sometimes we see him get wildly aggressive and he does a good job with it, but right now it is very tit for tat as to what he needs to do, interrupting the illusions, forcing Xzax off stage, consistently adding to his percent lead along with the stock lead. I mean, he's really sticking to the game plan.
I mean, like, he basically has a full stock lead right now.
That's what
But the good thing about Falco is if he lands a grab, it will be close to even very quickly.
Well, he is going to definitely even out some percent, but I don't know if he's going to get that full 141% back. But this is going to be a nice start to build some momentum and start to take that lead away from Nairo.
Oh, broken shield.
And I got to say, I was a little surprised that there wasn't a presence of mind there to pivot grab Nairo as he got a chance to see him roll from that grounded position. I really think that could have made a big difference and added to that 52% he tacked on.
Well, even the stream plays its own part. It psychs some players out.
It does. It definitely does. I personally hated playing on stream. Every time I played on stream, I did very poorly with it.
I mean, like, to some aspect, like, I get nervous when I play on stream personally, but when
a lot more critics.
Yes, but when I watch it, like, afterward, I enjoy the fact that I was on stream just because I can criticize myself, like, critique, try to fix things.
Yeah, and that's true. A lot of top players constantly have all those videos there on stream, archived away for them, constantly referencing their material, playing it back.
I feel like Xzax is trying to do what Buffer Dak is, but he just keeps on doing just the regular.
No, you're right, because he's practicing it right now, you could see. He unfortunately missed the down throw to the Dakis earlier, and it cost him a lot more percent than was needed.
Oh, he let off that grab. That was a chance to get some damage.
Well, that was really good mashing by Nairo. He got out of that almost immediately.
All them icy practice.
Yeah, exactly, you could tell. Xzax starting to bring it back, though. Already almost 60% on Nairo. Only another 60 to go before it's even.
Well, the down smash being stale is not bad for him.
And that's going to be a rough scenario now as Nairo looks to really punish Xzax's attempts to get back on stage.
Oh, but he gets on. And lands a grab to boot. That's pretty good. Oh, pivot grab.
There you
nice.
go. Grab game is on point right now. Nairo's rushdown seeming to get semi-counteracted here, not entirely,
but there goes the game.
And that's why I put that lovely little disclaimer there, semi-counteracted, because Xzax did a good job of predicting, he did a good job of guessing Nairo's aggression, but it's still Nairo's aggression. You can only guess so much before you're totally going to get hit by something.
It's very true.
You can't run away from that kid. Never, ever.
I have to say I feel for Xzax because he never, it feels, get dominated.
No, he's always, I mean, like, it's funny, me and Vinny joke around, like, every tournament he's present at, even before he was getting to the levels he's at now, you knew that there were going to be Xzax wins. Like, it was like, who is he going to beat today? He's always done a great job of picking off at least one or two big names. And
I mean, he beat me.
And he came really, and he always, it's never blowouts. He's always, like you said, very close in the losses. So, let's see if he can bring it back here, win Game 2, take it to Game 3, and really put the pressure on Nairo.
I mean, from playing me, I could say he adapted very well because while Game 1 was in my favor and I blew it, Game 2 he did not give me a chance to make a comeback. He just ruined me.
Both players. Well, Nairo now really getting these juggles going on as Xzax is struggling to land.
Well, Nairo I feel is an expert with platform canceling and overall everything with shuttle loops, so he's going to probably abuse every factor he can with this stage.
I have to say, though, I'm still giving a lot of credit to Xzax right now. His QCQ, those close quarter situations, he's taking a lot of advantage. We saw really good grab percentage from him before. Really great job of just beating Nairo to the option. But
like I said, that side B is so exploitable.
And that was definitely a difficult situation for Xzax. Small room to make that decision.
As weird as it is, I think it's almost better that he has lower percent on Nairo because he can bait him into possible bigger options. When you're at high percent, most top players play as defensive as they're possibly going to get.
Which makes perfect sense because of the fact that that is the situation where you need to play as defensive as possible. So I can totally agree with that statement. And those two rogue Nairo loops there. Possible kills just waiting to happen. And Xzax getting stuffed on a lot of his attempts right now. Really having a hard time finding his footing and getting a chance to open Nairo up at all.
Oh, that was a dare.
And you can see the level of comfort from Nairo right now. He is harassing Xzax, really forcing options out of him and pushing way out there. He went pretty deep out with that Nairo just to scare him out a little bit.
I mean, personally, from watching Larry and Nairo at Apex, I would personally just say that Xzax needs to abuse dare more often. Like, most of the kills that Larry gets or setups he gets are off dares or dare reads, and I feel like no other Falco really truly abuses that move properly aside from Larry.
Well, and then also I think comes a level of skill also, because Larry is widely and pretty openly considered one of the greatest that we've had, so I can definitely understand, but it's got to be hard for a Falco to stick it to a player like Nairo, who plays Falco, is very good, and is very good at countering what Falco has to offer.
Ooh, laser lock.
There it is. Very nice.
I wonder if he's just going to laser him off the side or side B.
Xzax with single-handed control. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get the follow-up there, so he just made sure to maximize that damage.
Ooh, good follow-up with the fast fall and everything.
And there was that attempted prediction again of Nairo, throwing out that Dakis to see if Nairo was going to run away from the platform. Did a great job of trying there, but unfortunately, Nairo was keen to his game plan.
I like how he uses jab to confirm the grabs. Ooh, but he's chasing him to the corner again. See how he handles it.
And Nairo's done a really proficient job of consistently juggling him and dealing very well with Xzax the second he's off stage. Clearly attributes to Meta Knight, but Nairo specifically has done well with it.
Oh, I thought he was dead for a second there.
It was great DI by Nairo. Really good cleanup.
Finally lands that Dakis.
And very impressive, too, because, I mean, normally after Falco attempts the Dakis, The deck is killed.
Gets grabbed usually.
Well, it gets stale. He hit him with it before and didn't kill, so for Xzax to go
Ooh,
straight back into
I like
it,
this.
the boost grab, and he's going to continue out, giving himself a big opportunity. Good tech by Nairo, though.
He's behind, but he really did bring this one back. Like I said, he
Definitely.
didn't get dominated or anything.
And the Gatling combo, so safe on shield. I love seeing that all the time. That's going to be rough. Good job by Xzax. All right, this game's getting a lot closer now.
Oh, but there it goes. Commentator curse.
It'll always be the case. It really will. And you can tell the